Hello, and welcome back to the original Dragon Warrior Dragon Quest game. Since last time, yeah, massive amount of grinding, but alright, now, the Repel spell, or Holy Protection as it's named in recent games and remakes, keep the weaker enemies away. Now, eventually you want to go down that way to the bottom of the screen and over to the right. But for now, a little pit stop up here first. You know, I've been here before, but didn't really do anything. Four steps of this, what's supposed to be a bath, I guess. But anyways, whatever it's supposed to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Oh, okay, I guess that first one right below it counts as 1. An item that you'll theoretically need later for a certain boss fight. At least in theory, but yeah. Repel spell sure don't last long in this game. Could use the radiant spell to light up things here, but don't need it. All the times grinding grinding south of here where this cave comes out at, and all the times making it to the final dungeon. Yeah. All the times through this cave I've memorized. I mean, there is something else in that cave, but I'll deal with that later. For now, kind of hidden secret here. In an odd sort of way. I mean, since you started out, well, hold that thought for a minute. Magic keys. And no, not like usual in recent games where Thieves Key, level 1, Magic Key, level 2 permanently. And then you got the ultimate key or the final key. Now here it's just like small keys in Zelda games. One use only. Use it once and it's gone. Why you can only have 6, I don't know. Why it doesn't go to double digits. It did in the first Zelda, in any Zelda game for that matter. Even the first 2 on the NES. But anyways, yeah. Your clue that there's something on the edge of town is the fact that you start right on outside the border of town, usually that wouldn't be the case. Anyways, let's see. Yes, I do want to get that. And that. Alright. Now I have no need to be here for now, till later on. So now, unfortunately, the return or zoom spell in this version of the game only takes you back to the starting point. Yeah. Unlike later remakes where it'll take you to pretty much any place you've already been. But unfortunately for original chronology, yeah, Part 3 was the first game that did that. Obviously, this original game only back to the starting point. And Part 2, NES original, only to wherever you saved your game last. Wasn't until Part 3 where the return spell works like it has been pretty much ever since. Anyways. Now that I have some keys. Well, actually, there's something I could have got back there. Yeah. Oh, well. Back at Tanagel Castle. A story item there, but for now. Also, yeah, that's right, I want to get. Just for now. Large shield. Doesn't tell you how much of an improvement it is stat-wise, but I mean, that's one thing I miss about the newer versions of the game. Here it never tells you if it's a stat increase or decrease versus what you already have, but you don't know that unless you actually look at the stats before buying it and equipping it. Like a lot of old games, the original Final Fantasy for that matter as well. Anyways. And nothing in these that I want, just some money and a torch. Like I need torches anymore, I got the Radiant spell. Oh yeah, that's right. Gotta actually tell him to go downstairs. Now, for this place, I do wanna... Yeah. Now, for this, it would probably be a good idea to at least level 12 to have the evac outside spell, because we got to go quite a ways in to get the item we're here for, and otherwise you'd have to walk your way back out, which isn't impossible, but definitely a time saver. And besides that, the further you get, the more difficult enemies could get, and probably be a good idea to be at higher levels for that anyways. Exit spell or no. Alright, bottom left corner of this floor. All the other stairs are dead ends. And I don't think there's even any items to be found there. Not that I remember anyways. Nothing really important anyway. And again, for the billionth time, why can I never seem to get random battles that quickly when I want them while I'm grinding? Yeah, see, there goes. The radiant spell is dimming. I don't know why it does that. Torches never do that, but alright, fine. Yeah, see what I mean about enemy difficulty? The damage he's doing? Even at level 15. Yeah. Yeah, 12 damage. Granted, you know, it's not... Not exactly gonna be game-breaking, but if he's doing that much damage at level 15, then yeah. Anyways, here's the item we came here for. The silver harp, or the Lyle, or whatever you call it in recent games. I don't know why they had to change the name. What was wrong with just the silver harp, but yeah. That's remakes for you. They gotta change the names of everything. Well, not everything, but yeah. Anyways, if you don't have the evac spell, you're gonna have to walk your way back out. Which, again, isn't impossible, isn't, well, whether it's tedious or not is up for you to decide, but for me, now we're done here. Now, you could use the silver harp as an item to instantly bring out random battles. So if you're going to do that, yeah, because eventually you're going to have to give it away for another item, I think, or unless you keep it, you just, anyways. I don't remember how they do that in the original. I know in later games you keep it. It was just, or in later versions of this game, I should say. I don't remember how they handle that in this original version. Anyways, repel spell, keep enemies away for a while. Alright. That narrow path up there in the top of the screen is where I want to get to, but unfortunately got to loop around. No shortcuts. Oh, what the hell? Where am I going? Nope, not now, game. I don't have time for random battles. Alright. Might have to pick it up from here in the next video. So again, at least for now, I gotta keep the videos to under 15 minutes. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Staff of Rain. Alright. Yeah. Anyways. It's gonna have to do it for this video. Is again 15-minute videos. But yeah, that Staff of Rain item. One of the key story items we need. And later remakes of this game, like the most recent HD 2D, there's a Tower of Rain or whatever, the Shrine of Rain. Yeah. Anyways, more about that in the next video. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.